Actually from Bill Young, who's a former sheriff of the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department. And sir, thank you for being with us this morning, and I'm sure your heart is just going out to your colleagues there in the department. What's your reaction? What are your thoughts about what we've seen unfold this morning?
Yeah, it didn't start for me this morning. It was last night. I have a 22-year-old daughter that called me at shortly after 10 o'clock, which I knew she was at this event. She just moved home from college, and she was there screaming, and Dad, there's somebody shooting. What do I do? She was there with her college roommate and her roommate's brother and his girlfriend, close friends of ours. And she said, I lost her. She was hysterical, and I told her to calm down, tell me what was going on. And I told her to either take cover or run as fast as she could out of there and stay on the phone with me. And I jumped in my car, got my retired sheriff's badge and my gun. Off I went. And fortunately, I learned 10 minutes into it that she had made it across the street, and she went to an aircraft hangar whose door was open, and her and her friends hid under a desk. And I told them to stay there until either I got there or a Metropolitan Police Department officer got there. And one of my sons, I had two boys on the police department that are out there working that night. One of them, I got hold of him, and he got to his sister and her friends and got him out of there. This took 2 hours to do all that, so it was a very hectic and harrowing night for our family.
Bill, you mentioned the airplane hangar. This was right across, just down the road from the international airport there in Las Vegas. But I want to go back to what you said on a more personal note. You're on the phone with your daughter. You've got two sons who are working on the police force. Just describe those 10 minutes that you were waiting to find out if she'd made it out of there. Those have to be the longest 10 minutes you'll ever go through.
I've been doing this a long time. I drove an ambulance for 4 years and then was on this department for 28, and I've been running the security department for a major casino corporation for the last 10. And, you just, until you have this happen to yourself, you can't even imagine the terror that takes over you. And the thought of losing my little girl to something like this it's a tough thing. And, my wife and I both are, she's a trauma nurse by trade, and I got another boy who's a paramedic on the fire department here. Our entire families, and the girl that I'm talking about is studying to be a nurse, an RN like her mother. My whole family is in this business one way or the other, and I just thank God that He gave us a break on this one, and she's okay, and her friends, her college roommate Paige is okay, and her brother and his girlfriend. The four of them were there. They went 3 nights in a row. It's supposed to be an amazingly great show. I thought about even going myself because I'm a country fan, but this is my town. I've lived here all my life, and I'm just sick. But in spite of that, I'm still proud of the Metropolitan Police Department. I can't tell you. The heroic actions of the police here saved many more lives, countless number of lives, and the other first responders, the fire departments and the highway patrol. Yeah, we've always worked well together and trained well. We have something called MACTAC, where they're the officers that are deployed on any given shift, especially in the tourism quarter. They're not SWAT trained, but they're trained to respond to unusual circumstances and situations that just happen, and such as death. And just what I've seen and what I've heard, they did an amazing job. As quick response, as quick as anybody could imagine for this sickening thing. And I can't even imagine the evil in this guy's mind. He is involved. His family, or he owned a pool company here that's very well known, Paddock Pool, for many years, is my understanding. And I can't understand somebody from Las Vegas doing something this hideous and evil. I can't process it.
I think so many people join you, Sheriff, in feeling that exact same way. It's just unspeakable, the horror. And we just are so glad your family's okay and appreciate you spending your time with us this morning.
And I'm just sick for the tourists and the people that were there and who've lost loved ones or have been injured. This is not Las Vegas. This is not the people of Las Vegas. This gentleman, this guy, mentally ill scumbag, whatever he is not what we are here in this town. And I can tell you that we'll do everything we can to do the best we can for all the people that were damaged by this incident. That's the way this town operates.
Well, thank you for your time this morning. Really appreciate it. Former Las Vegas Sheriff Bill Young, thank you very much.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.